Hi, today is January 28th, 2024, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 150 for the year, Butthole. I don't know and I don't want to know what that pink ceramic sheep with the gaping butthole was doing on my mother's dining room table. The same table I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner at as a boy, a teenager, and a young adult. The same table I ate lunch at a couple of days ago when I first noticed the sheep pulling a goatse on me. And if you don't know what goatse is, you can look it up on Wikipedia if you really want to, but don't Google it looking for an image, because you will never be able to unsee goatse, just as I will never be able to unsee that sheep's butthole. Poem number 151, Engagements. When she wanted to have her tarot cards read again, she engaged the woman who had read them once before, because she was beautiful and seemed so wise. When it was time to sell the painting, she used the dealer who had sold it to her 4 years earlier, because she found them both attractive and knowledgeable. But when her lights went out, she chose that same ugly-ass electrician because he had been polite the last time and she wouldn't be able to see his ugly-ass face in the dark this time anyway. Poem number 152, The Thing to Do. She didn't even feel like being vulgar this morning, but the fucked up shit kept occurring to her, and she kept writing it down because it seemed to be the thing to do. She didn't want to jinx things, and she had this idea that if she didn't honor the ideas would stop coming. So she wrote down every goddamn fucked up, disgusting, perverse, transgressive thing that occurred to her, and she printed it out and threw it into the toilet, which soon was overflowing with ideas. So she called that ugly-ass plumber. Poem number 153, Happier, after yet another night of lying next to him and not being touched and wondering why and staying up all night with a churning stomach despite the pills and the mildest of diets, she decided it had to end. And as unhappy as she was, sleeping alone the next night, she was happier. Poem number 154, They Felt Happy. The morning looked as dreary as the dreariest morning, and yet they felt happy. They were alone with their sad thoughts, and yet they felt happy. They sensed the possibility of a dark and uncertain future, and yet they felt happy. They could sense the tenuousness of their mortality, and yet they felt happy. They regretted how much they had eaten the night before, and yet they felt happy. They listened to Goretzky's Symphony No. 3 and wallowed in its sorrow for a while, and yet they felt happy. Poem number 155, Gone. She mistook her love for his, or thought that he might feel at least 1/4 of what she felt, which might have been enough. But his refusal to try belied the lack of feeling that she finally had to acknowledge and accept. And one day she knew her feelings would be gone too. And the last poem of the day, poem number 156, A Long, Slow Recovery. The heart felt broken yet intact, longing to love again. The heart reached out for another heart, or at least a better friend. The heart ignited, got excited, made its way around the bend. Not defaced and not disgraced, the heart did not race to the end. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.